Hey everyone, Captain Amazing here, and today we're going to do an account review, so let's jump into it. So we have TSP, he's with the Powerful Gray, he's 5.2 million GP, 2.8 in characters, 2.4 million in ships, 9,400 Galactic War Battles, so a little over 2 years. 2 years and some change, so maybe a free-to-play player, not a lot of GP for that amount of time played. So let's look at what he has in his account. So 2 GLs, SLKR and C. C's definitely on the way up with Darth Bane. I hope this character is able to unlock that character at least within a few months, maybe 5 months of the release, and maybe not. At 5.2 million GP, it may be a little difficult to fully unlock with the red box, or even impossible. But with if you buy the pass, even the $10 one, and get the box 5, then he can unlock Bane without having to go to Proving Grounds. Or you can use shipments if you're free to play, and and pretty much that free, or that currency that you earn, that conquest credits. If he spends that on Bane, then he can also unlock before Proving Grounds with at least box 5. So let's jump into this account. So he has good foundation characters. Gas. Let's see. I see Piet, of course, because he has C. So let's see the Imperial Troopers. So Piet, Colonel Stark, General Veers, Moff Gideon, Range Trooper. So and not the best Imperial Trooper lineup. I would definitely get this Dark Trooper up and running. If you get this Dark Trooper up to R5 for Dark Trooper, that is an insane team. It'll help you. Maybe you have challenge tier 3 with what you have. Who knows? Imperial Troopers are pretty crazy and they can do some great things. But if you get Dark Trooper up to R5, you can definitely do the challenge tier 3, because I've done it at lower gear levels than what you have, but with a Relic 5 Dark Trooper. And he's just a fantastic character. He really elevates that team. It can take out Sith Empire without Malgus, Revans. It can clean up GLs. It could even take out SLKRs if there's no Hux in there. It's a fantastic team. Highly recommend you getting that Dark Trooper up and running, because it's going to elevate your account. All right, let's look at your first order. Let's see if you bought the packs. I'm curious because your GP is just a little low. You have as much time. No, you farmed this. Okay. Because you have as much time played in the game as I do, like exactly the same, but I have 2 million more GP. But I am a light spender. I bought the Lightspeed bundles, and more power to you, my dude. More power to you, not spending on those bundles. So let's check out your 5.0 first, because you have the gas. Okay, need a little bit of improvement. If I was gonna relic one of these, it would have been 5s. Because if you get that sacrifice, he spreads his stats and turbocharges the rest of the team. So I would recommend getting that 5s up and running too. Like R5 Rex, great. Absolutely great. Echo Arc Trooper, you have him working. This is Ahsoka Tano. Maybe you have it for Padme. I did see that you had Padme up and running. So yeah, definitely that Padme team. It looks like you don't have a 5th for this, but I would get a 5th somewhere. I don't know what you use. Maybe Mace to round out the rest of your Padme squad. Yeah, you can use Qui-Gon Jinn, but you still have to replace Padme with that Qui-Gon Jinn. So I don't know what you're using as your 5th. Maybe a low gear Mace Windu or Shaak Ti, but I would just get that up and running. Like I would definitely try to take at least the 5th up to relics, because with Padme, when you're not in Grand Arena, Padme becomes the leader of that team. It's a fantastic team in Conquest, Proving Grounds, but you have other avenues for Proving Grounds now. But Conquest, TB. There's a lot you can do with Padme. She's an excellent lead. Just no longer in Grand Arena once you have Qui-Gon Jinn because it steals away Anakin. You can still use her in threes. I don't really know what you would. You can still use her in fives, of course. You just have to place her with other lesser characters, but I'm sure you can find something to use this Padme with what you have. But it looks like you don't have much Galactic Republic, so I don't even know what you use Padme in Grand Arena. Maybe you don't really use her. There's not much opportunity there for her, so that's unfortunate. Let's take a quick look at your ships. Okay, so you just it looks like you just unlocked Executor. Or you unlocked him and just didn't do anything with it. You're about to fully get 7 stars on Malevolence. You have Negotiator and Malevolence up and running. You have Chimera, Finalizer. Not bad, not bad. I would say this, for as much time as you have played, you really probably should have both at 7 stars. Maybe you were held back by guild. Maybe you bought Kairos with that material. But I hope, at least right now, you're taking the Malevolence to 7 stars. Because it's a fantastic ship. A fantastic ship. So let's look at first. Okay, you need to put more investment. You need to put more investment into your Executor. This is a very, very, very extremely poor Executor. It's not going to perform at the level you need it to. You need to get Xanadu Blood, Cad Bane to R5, and you need to get Bam to R3. And like the ideal speeds is 180 on the Razor Crest and 181 on Xanadu Blood. That gives Razor Crest enough survivability to survive against profundities in the incoming onslaught, because they just go, it's like hard coded to go straight for Razor Crest. And if it can't survive, then you just lose. But if it survives, then you get a first reinforcement with that TIE Bomber, and then you win. It's that simple. But the mirror match, you need to keep their speeds low enough so that your your Xanadu Blood and Razor Crest goes second after their Razor Crest and Xanadu Blood. That allows you to take the marked off of Razor Crest, and their Razor Crest will be marked, and then you can burn down the Razor Crest and you win. So that's like how the counters work. But like right now, your ships are just weak and they just die. Maybe you go with a super weak, Houndstooth, Slave One, and or Houndstooth, IG, and Razor Crest in your starting lineup, and then you just reinforce with the Xanadu Blood. I don't know, but that's a subpar team, my dude. That's a very subpar team. Get these up and running. It's worth the investment. It's worth the time. Just you farmed the ship. Just finish it out. Finish it out. All right, let's look at your Separatist. Okay, you need to finish these two. Like farm the stars on your Hyena Bomber and your Vulture Droid. Pilotless ships are money. You don't have to relic up any characters. They perform extremely well. Hyena Bomber is the foundation of that team. I would even say when you get some time, just take at least these 3 Geos up to Gear 12 to get this fleet just a little better, because it's a good fleet. And even at Gear 12, it does a lot of good work. Yeah, so it looks like you really neglected your ships. You did not really do your hard node farms, and you just don't have the foundations. There's a lot of holes in your fleets. Because you have solid fleets unlocked. They're there, but they're not solid fleets. So you have Negotiator, you have the Malevolence, you have the Executor, all excellent fleets, but you don't have a solid team to put together, and you don't have the gear investments or the stars on the ships so that they can perform the way they need to. So you need to continue to work on these fleets one at a time so that they can perform at the level that you need them to, because right now they're very, very there's a lot of opportunities here for your enemies to take advantage and for you to not be able to succeed because you just didn't fully invest in them. Let's look at your Empire. Yeah. So I just don't see, I honestly, to be completely honest with you, I don't see a complete fleet here. I don't see an absolute complete fleet here. Like you'll say your Executor can still get some things done, and yeah, it absolutely can. But it's also probably unreliable, or it can lose, or it absolutely does not hold on defense. And even your rebels, this is not a complete fleet without Outrider. So you just like, you take it like, I don't even want to say, you put like 70% effort into ships, 70% efforts, and you get a C. Are you passing? I guess. Is it satisfactory? Probably not. Like you need to really, you really need to put some effort into your fleets and finish them out, just one at a time. Actually finish what you start. Get the complete fleet, get them all farmed, get them all startupped, and make them the fleet that they can be. Yeah, like even this, like this is okay, but the First Order SF TIE fighter, TIE pilot is the first reinforcement, and it's still 6 stars. So, you know, like you always, I don't know why you just don't put forth the complete effort. You stop just a little early on what you're supposed to do for your fleets. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Okay, you have a usable bounty hunter team here. Usable, not ideal. If you worked on Jabba, then that would really elevate your bounty hunters, because you would get Aurora, Fennec, Bush for Hut Cartel. Like these are like, Fennec and Aurora are fantastic bounty hunters. That boss lead is great, and if there's no tanks on the enemy team, yeah, 100% you can go with boss lead. But to counter Lord Vader, you're going to want Fennec, or to get the quickest disintegrate you can on a characters. And if they can get stuck behind a tank, then I use Aura, because Aura, you can get your combo with Bossk and Grief, and the Mandalorian will push turn meter with his crits, and then you can get that disintegrate, and then you pretty much win from that point. But without having either of those, your bounty hunters aren't really reaching the potential that they need. So that's another opportunity you can work on. Let's see. I like that you have Gear 12 Traya. Gear 12 Traya. I would say this. I see some Gear 12s with some gear equipped. Just stop doing that. Don't equip gear until you can hit that upgrade button. So when you hit that upgrade button, that's the only time you should be able to, or you should place gear, especially Gear 12 to 13, because you have possibly Gear 13, enough gear to Gear 13 some of these characters, but you're placing them early. And then you're kind of like all over the place. So I would say stop doing that. That's a really bad habit to do. A really bad habit. All right, let's look at your rebels. CLS Chewbacca Han. Unsurprisingly, you didn't finish out the rebel fleet. So you don't have Relic C-3PO or Relic 3PO and Chew-PO. But it's kind of par for your course. I think you're a squirrel chaser. You're just like squirrel, and you keep chasing squirrels. You need to finish it out, my dude. You need to finish it out. Finish your farms. Like you've farm something, fully max it out. Because if you do half measures in this game, like you do with gas, CLS, your Galactic Republic. Fortunately for you, SOKR comes fully decked out with a decent team just with his unlocks. And C, you just need that Watt pretty much. Then and that's what you can use, especially for offense. But you need to start fully fleshing out these teams, because right now you really don't have fully fleshed out teams. You don't have fully fleshed out fleets. You don't have fully fleshed out teams. And in the long run, this is really going to hurt you. You're at the point. At this point, you have 2 GLs, a GL ship. You have gas. You have all these teams. You should be fully relicking teams before you move on. Like, you really should. So just start. My biggest recommendation to you is start finishing out all these farms. Like, all these things that you have that are just incomplete. Complete them, and then it'll elevate your account more than just chasing new things and then having incomplete nothing that's like fully developed in your account. Because at this point of your account, you should have more. I just want to go, Chromium 2. So with what you have in your account, 2 GLs and a GL ship, you should be able to perform higher, I think, than Chromium 2. Maybe, maybe not, but I think you're getting held back by your scroll tendencies. All right, let's take a look at your mods. Little low on the damage. This is, yeah, this needs to be offense. This needs to be offense. This needs to be, yeah, this needs to be a crit damage. So this is what you need to do. Like, turn this triangle into a crit damage triangle. I don't care if this has high speed or not. Like, this SLKR needs his primaries. He needs his primaries to be right for him to perform at the level that he needs to find. To perform at. So make this triangle a crit damage triangle. Make this cross an offense cross, and then find a health circle if you can that has decent speed. But if that's the best that you have, that's the best that you have. And then you don't have any offense secondary on any of these mods, and that's why your offense is so low, so low. You need you want at least over 10k offense, and maybe once you play some offense on SLKR, then he'll be better. But you need that crit damage, you need that offense cross. Yeah, so definitely not the best mods on SLKR. Yeah, this is, so far it's fine. Like, I think you just haven't developed the health mods that has decent speeds. Just, you know, like you did the best you could here. It's not horrible. It's not horrible. So let's sort this by speed. See what your fastest mods are. All right, 325. 325 for your fastest character for the age of your account is actually pretty slow. It's pretty slow. So, like, you have some good speeds. Yeah, throw this on SLKR. So switch the mods. Put this on SLKR. Take SLKRs and put it on Piet's, because SLKR needs this crit damage. Piet it really doesn't matter what Piet has. He just needs speed. So switch those. Absolutely, 100%. Switch them. Switch them. 313. Okay, your speeds kind of fall off. Yeah, so I think you're just not doing I think you're just not doing mod refreshes. I think you're not doing mod refreshes, and that's really hurting the age of your account. And even, like, you need to start participating in Fleet Arena. So if you get to at least 50, you get some crystals every day. I think it's like 50. 50 is minimum. So start using your Executor. Even if it's not perfect, it's still better than the Finalizer. Use your Executor and start getting fleet placement. Just try to climb as high as you can to get crystals, because those crystals are really important so that you can start doing some more refreshes and you can start accelerating this account. Because, like, as a free-to-play player, which I think you are, let me see if you bought the Rebel bundle, because I think I saw some ships in there. Maybe Ahsoka Tano kind of led me to believe that maybe you bought the a bundle, but let me see. I don't know if you bought the Radis or the Rebel bundle. Yeah, you bought the Rebel bundle, so not completely free to play. You bought it. So I think maybe you buy ship bundles. Maybe you do. But you definitely bought that one. You definitely bought that one. So yeah, you definitely didn't buy any of the other ones. So you bought the Rebel one. The Rebel one's a good one, though. The Rebel one was a good one. So maybe it was too much because you have, and I don't know. I don't know why you did it, but you did. So, but it was a good bundle. So good on you. It broke your free to play. You broke it. It broke it. But there's a lot of opportunities here. Honestly, this is a pretty mediocre account that if you just finished your farms, started putting more effort into your Fleet Arena every day, and then started working on your mods, can turn into an excellent account. So you're on a decision point of, like, continuing mediocrity or diverting and actually becoming a more competitive player, because you have the opportunity with Executor to start earning more crystals, and that'll accelerate your account much more than what's going on here. So that's my recommendation, my dude. start finishing off your farms. That's the biggest thing here. Start finishing off your farms. I'm not even gonna give you a recommendation on what you should farm next, other than you need to finish off your farms. The CLS team, the Galactic Republic team, gas. Like there's so many things here. Your bounty hunters need to be your number one. All your fleets, you just need to start finishing these off. I know you feel like, oh, you need to get more teams because you don't have enough, but your teams aren't going to perform at the level that you need them to at where you are in the game if you don't start finishing your farms. So finish your farms, dude. That's my best recommendation. So I'll end with this. If you like this content, like and subscribe. Also, if you want your own account review, go ahead and join my Discord server. There's a channel in there where you can request your own account review. Other than that, thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you next time. Take care.